Hello and welcome to Celestial IELTS. I'm Harshit, and today you'll get to see the mock test of a student who got band 7 for his IELTS speaking. But he didn't get the same score for this mock test. So you're supposed to tell me what band score he'll get. Alright, so let's get to the mock test. Before that, if you're also looking for something similar or classes, you can get in touch with me through WhatsApp or Telegram and we can get started. Hi, good evening. We are going to conduct a mock examination and we are at our test center, our virtual test center at Celestial Isles. So my name is Harshit and I'll be your mock examiner for the day and we'll be trying to simulate the real test. So since this is a mock test, I won't be needing your passport. So let's get started. What is your full name?
My name is Diyor Krimov. Please call me by my first name.
Okay, Diyor. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from in a quite small city where it's located in the northwestern part of the Uzbekistan.
Okay, great. All right. So this test will be having three parts, part 1, 2, and 3, and I'll be guiding you through the entire test. So now let's talk about your family. How many people are there in your family?
Well, there are five of us in our family. The first, my dad, my mother, me, and after me, my sister and my little.
Hi, good evening. We are going to conduct a mock examination and we are at our test center, our virtual test center at Celestial Isles. So my name is Harshit and I'll be your mock examiner for the day and we'll be trying to simulate the real test. So since this is a mock test, I won't be needing your passport. So let's get started. What is your full name?
My name is Diyor Krimov. Please call me by my first name.
Okay, Diobek. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from in a quite small city where it's located in the northwestern part of the Uzbekistan.
Okay, great. All right. So this test will be having three parts, part 1, 2, and 3, and I'll be guiding you through the entire test. So now let's talk about your family. How many people are there in your family?
Well, there are five of us in our family. The first, my dad, my mother, me, and after me, my sister and my little brother.
Mhm. Okay. Do you spend a lot of time with your family?
Yes, absolutely. If just I have a spare time or any leisure time, I would definitely spend my time on with my family.
Mm. Okay. What do you usually do together as a family?
Well, with my family, we usually just visit somewhere else or have a dinner together at night.
Mm. Okay. Who are you closest to in your family?
What did you say?
Who are you closest to in your family?
I would say that my little brother is the most closest for me because we can just play like a friend despite his age.
Okay. Can you tell me a bit about your brother?
Yes, my little brother name is Onubeg and he's just 5 years old. Despite his age, he's got a very skilled and he thinks like elderlies.
Okay, so you're saying he is much mature compared to his age. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you think family relations or relationships are important in your country?
Yes, of course, it's one of the main factors that connected between the relationship mm, and the family. We now it's the sacred factor of among the people.
Okay, now let's talk about helping others. Do you like helping others?
Yes, of course, if I had a choice, I would definitely facilitate others by giving my best. For
Mm.
example, the last time my friend was in a trouble and I have to help him by financial resources and I gave them about $50, and he just could resolve his problem.
Hmm, okay. So how often do you help others?
Well, I think it's not often, but it depends on the occasion. For example, this occasion would often happen with my friends, not other people, and with people who had better relationships or connections. That's it.
Okay. Have you ever helped a friend or a family member with something other than money?
Yes, of course. The last time when my dad was working on the garden, I have to help him with just a bit for about works. For example, just uh, carrying a water for plants, and this was the last time.
Mhm. Okay. So did you help more people when you were younger, or do you help more people now?
Well, as for the comparison, I would definitely say when I was a child or even younger than now, I didn't know about the support for others, and but today I think I'm doing my best on helping others.
Okay, great. Who taught you to help others?
Well, it only depends on the rules of the house. You know, my parents just tends me to be more openly and more introverted on people's connection. Yes, that's it.
Hmm. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next part. That is part two of the speaking test. This will be a cue card. Here, I'm gonna give you a topic, and you
Mhm.
gotta speak on it for 1 to 2 minutes. And I'll be giving you 1 minute time for preparation. Okay.
Mhm.
This is a cue card. I want you to talk about a family member you are close to. You can make notes if you wish. Your 1 minute time for preparation starts.
Okay.
All right. Can you start speaking now? Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, and I'll let you know when the time is.
Well, shall I start?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to talk about my brother that I said. Mm, he's just a 5 years old, and despite his age, he's just thinks very critical, and the cognitive skills is also increased in the young generation. And I think we have to consider about the young generation growth. For example, nowadays, cognitive and critical and thinking like elderly is increasing among children, like their brain is evolving very rapidly, I think. And as for the example is my brother, as I said, and if if I would say about the relationship, I would definitely say we can talk it. We can talk. I can talk with him in any topics. For example, the last time while we are on the road of kindergarten, I'm just attending him together. We talked about the topics related to the to his kindergarten, or just you can also talk about the theme that related on myself. For example, he can just resolve the problem that I cannot, or just even resolving the problems that even older peoples cannot. And I think just this kind of a topic this just kind of a topics and skills are increasing among the young generation, and that's why I think the young are very close for elderlies.
Would you like to add something more?
Mm, I think just for the evolution, we have to care them very carefully, and in the future they would definitely become a major person, and they would
Okay,
definitely
thank
get
you.
their way in the society.
You
Mhm.
mentioned that we should look after them for evolution. What do you mean by that?
Not by the evolution, but evolving their thinking. For example, the evolution of their brain. For example, I meant that.
Okay. All right, I'll be asking you a few questions, few more questions related to this. Do you think your brother is smarter than you?
What did you say?
Do you think your brother is smarter than you?
Better?
Smarter.
Smarter? I'm sorry. Mm, I don't think so, but he's smarter by looking at his age. He's just 5 years old, and he could even think better on the generation.
Mhm. Okay, now let's talk more about family and all. Okay. How have family roles changed in recent decades?
Mm, According to last decade, I think caring for the family or just being closer for the family connection just changed rapidly, I think, because I've considered that 10 years ago, there was no any huge care for the parents or even the members of the family, but nowadays it's increased. So I think, and many people are just caring better than the past, like visiting them to the somewhere or just giving more attention to them.
Okay. What
Giving more
about
attention.
the role of every family member? Did it change over time?
Role of um,
Yeah, like the normally the father goes to the job and get money, and mothers normally stay at home and cook for the family. So do you think those kind of
mhm.
roles changed over time?
Yes, definitely. In a cutting edge technology nowadays and evolved technology, I think I would say that the roles of the family members, for example, I can say that mother's role has changed at the last decade. I have heard about the position that mothers had was sat on the home and cooked meals for their family, but nowadays it's becoming in reverse, and mothers are also working on workplaces and becomes the how
Okay.
can be,
Do you think men and women now share household responsibilities equally?
school responsibilities.
Yes. Do you think men and women now share household responsibilities equally?
Yes, absolutely. And there is a
Mhm.
kind of person, there is a kind of people who are sharing their works together. Mm, for example, I saw a family that cooking together the dinner or just working together in the workplaces, and I think it's a bit awkward because it would be a bit vague because just men just men would definitely become a cook in the
Okay.
kitchen.
What challenges do modern families face?
The challenges about the family problems or the house problems. For example, mm, just wife or just I don't know. How to say.
Okay. Um, let's talk more about these relationships. Okay. Is it important to stay in touch with older relatives?
What?
Is it important to stay in touch with older relatives?
Mm, yes, of course, because uh, it would help to their children, for example, just staying with grandparents would be convenient for their children, like children.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of your speaking test.
Thanks.
What do you feel now?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay.
Just I forgot any vocabularies that I had.
Hmm. It's okay. See, when you speak, don't emphasize a lot on vocabulary, even if you forget, just somehow manage. That is what you should do. Okay. Now I'll give you little feedback since you got your exam tomorrow morning. Um, Overall, you spoke well. I won't be giving you detailed feedback, maybe because that might demotivate you. So I'll be mentioning all the important points. You need to work on your fluency a bit, and whenever you give your answer, try to give some detail, especially in part three, because in part three, I felt like you were lacking ideas, there was no clarity or detail. So try to work on that. Um, Grammar is okay, okay. You don't need to think a lot about it. Then you said my little brother name, brother name. It's brother's name, right? Apostrophe S. Brother's name. That is a simple grammar mistake most of the students uh, make. Then, when we were talking about helping others, you said facilitate others. I don't feel like that is the right or accurate word. Here, you could have said assist. Assist is much correct. Um, then, in part one, you said something about introverted, which wasn't clear. Then with ED sounds, you got little issue, but you don't need to think a lot about that. Then in part two, whatever it is, try to speak for 2 minutes, no matter what. You should speak for 2 minutes. Otherwise, they will ask you to speak something else, say something else, and that will be kind of awkward, right? It will be in the
Mm.
recording, and it is always better to stop when the examiner stops you. Okay. Then if you're not sure about the word, the vocabulary that you're gonna use, don't use it. Use simple words. Okay. Like to improve one's brain, whatever, brain power or mental ability. Simple, keep it simple. Um, Same goes for you did mention some words that were not really needed. Okay. In part three, try to give more information, maybe one or two examples, right? Maybe it can be a personal example or a general example, then answer. In part two, if you're not able to speak for 2 minutes, simply conclude the answer. Simply say overall it was this and that. That's it.
Mm.
Okay. You could you could have talked more about your brother, like how he looks like, uh, whether he's naughty or not. You mentioned he's 5 years old. So normally 5 year olds are kind of mischievous, right? So you could have talked about his naughtiness. So you could have said something like, even though he is a bit naughty, he is extremely smart and mature for his age. Something like that, right? So that will help you with your grammar. So that is the feedback about your entire speech. So for now, don't think a lot. Try to practice a bit. Try to be calm and give more details. That is what you should do. Not a lot can be done overnight. Rome wasn't
Thank
built
you
in a
very
day.
much.
It takes time. Yes. Okay. So all the best. Let me know how it goes. Okay. Bye bye. Have a
Well,
nice.
thanks. Thank you,
Yep.
teacher.
His real IELTS speaking test went really well. And actually, he got band 7 for IELTS speaking. That's really great. It's amazing, to be honest. So I gave him a band score. I did chop off that part from this video. But anyhow, I'll tell you what the score he got. And you'll get to know more about this through the feedback video, which I'll be releasing maybe in a couple of days, maybe tomorrow, or whenever I get time. So his score is the proof that some things actually happen overnight. Otherwise, All you need is to change a few things, and you need some proper feedback and guidance. So I told him what to do. You must have heard. I did cut some parts out of it, especially the feedback where I'm just dividing everything and all. Okay, I did talk a lot with him after the test. So not everything is here in this video, but I'll be explaining everything through the feedback video, which you can see. So all right. So that's it. So basically, I gave him around 6 to 6.5. I'll explain further through the feedback video. All right. And if it is already ready, it will be here in the I button or down in the description or the comments. Anyhow, this is again the proof that you can also do it is that easy. Okay. Now, if you're a student, a teacher, or anyone who's preparing for IELTS, share this video with everyone, like your friends, your colleagues, your teachers or students or anyone who's preparing for the test, because it will be really useful. And if you're also looking for a similar mock test or even classes, you can get in touch with me through WhatsApp or Telegram. I have given my number here. I mean, you can see it all around the video, right? So you can just contact me. That's it. All right. So thank you so much again for watching, and subscribe if you haven't, because it means a lot to me if you subscribe. Okay. So bye bye. See you in the next one. Ta-ta. I know you have left it. So if that is the case, let me tell you that I also provide classes and other courses other than IELTS. So if you're interested in that, you can join us. Well. Anyhow, bye bye.